Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Heroes of the Storm Southeast Asia Championship Singapore second qualifier grand finals between LOL and VS. So LOL is a team that is a little bit like friends being formed together. They don't really have a profile just yet. I only know Kiro from this whole lineup. And on the other side, you got Victoria's Secret, of which you got a lot of famous names inside, including Ray, including Capricorn, and Zeppy plus Miss Finer. So those are the four superstars in Victoria's Secret. So that would be the lineup that they have bringing themselves forward into this grand finals. Now, whichever team wins, they will walk away with 1,000 Singapore dollars, and the team that doesn't win will be guaranteed $500 and being relegated into the second pool of seed there for the national finals. So this is more important because in the national finals, you have the loser bracket being in the best of one, and if you win in the first round, you are already so much closer to your dreams. And if you meet against the, if you are in the second pool of seed there with all the other second place finishes from every single qualifier, there's a chance you will definitely meet against the first place team, and that's not what you want for the first round. So that's why it's very important to finish off as first. It's not about $500; it's all about the pride and money behind, of course. $500 is not money, just saying. But yeah, all right. So we're going into the draft. Let's go. Grand Finals, Game 1. All right, good job. Here we go. LOL versus VS. The map has been decided by LOL. It's going to be Cursed Hollow. And the first pick and ban coming out from Victoria's Secret. It is going to be Brightwing and Lost Vikings getting banned out. Sylvanas getting picked. Jaina Anubarak again. Very standard openings here in SEA, or rather in SG specifically. I will not be surprised if there is going to be a Jaina Anubarak in almost every single game. I'm thinking that it's going to be a Kilthas here as well, but we'll see what happens. There's also the chance of a Muradin. But Muradin won't get drafted so early on. There's no real need to draft a Muradin. I think a Sylvanas is still okay. Definitely first pick material. Second pick, you definitely want to go for Jaina Anubarak. It's just one of the more consistent damage dealers in this entire game. Plus, Anubarak has got a lot of utility there. Great stun locks coming in from the Traitor King. Okay, so for VS now, 2 more picks. What's it going to be? They have got their Uther, and they've got some other heroes they can actually play. But it's going to be Feldstad. Feldstad, Sylvanas. Very, very nice type of gameplay they're going to see here from Victoria's Secret. Feldstad has got the Hinterland Blast, has got Hammerang, has got Lightning Rod, a Barrel Roll, and all of those are kind of like okay for damage. But the biggest issue with Feldstad is the fact that he has got the ability to move out of trouble. And that's the same thing with Sylvanas. So that means that LOL cannot draft a Kerrigan. The Kerrigan jump is not going to be effective against Feldstad, against Sylvanas. They can only draft damage dealers like maybe a Kilthas. But even Kilthas, you have on VS side a lot of heroes that can evade those spells. You may want to consider more lockdowns. I think that Anubarak is not sufficient against such heroes. The slow is going to be great, but you don't have enough of that stun there. So I would like to see maybe even Uther just for the Hammer of Justice. And I think that's going to be pretty alright. They've also got some few other options here, including the same old Vala draft. That Vala is pretty okay. They just really have to deal with Feldstad. Illidan's fine as well, but Illidan, if they really want to play Illidan, they're going to make sure to get Uther. So it's going to be Illidan, alright. Illidan, sole objective here is just to try and jump Feldstad, jump Sylvanas. That's okay. But how is he going to get there? That's the main question. Uther is going to make sure he gets there fine, he gets there safe, and he becomes a pure nuisance for VS to deal with. They can also pick Brightwing. Now, Brightwing is going to mean that you don't have an instant counter for Illidan on VS side of the story. And they don't have to pick up the Brightwing. If they don't pick up Brightwing for LOL, it's still fine. They just have to go with Uther. Now, if they pick anything else apart from these two, it is pretty tricky for the last pick. So, VS, man, they got to make sure that they know what they're doing. They have got that Rhaegar. They have got that Feldstad and Sylvanas. So, looks like they know exactly what they can do. Would love to see the Uther. Would love to see the Brightwing, of which I think that this two will definitely get picked up. But Brightwing has been banned, by the way, so my bad. There is no more Illidan counter in that sense. So without the Brightwing, it has to be just the Uther. In fact, I think I missed that out in the first part of this draft. But no Brightwing, that's okay. Just the Uther will be good enough. So that's it. As for Victoria's Secret, they got the Felstad, Sylvanas, Rhaegar. Would definitely like to see them with one tech list, and I'm thinking it has to be Muradin. It can also be ETC. It can also be Diablo. Diablo not so much, but still, it is a pretty okay kind of hero in the sense that Diablo should be able to hold the front quite well. Although he doesn't have Unstoppable anymore, but if you want to try and gank, Diablo still provides one of the best ganking mechanics around. It's going to be Tyrael. So for Victoria's Secret, they're not going to waste any time picking up Johanna as well as maybe the Uther. They already have the Rhaegar. If they pick up the Uther, it's going to be dual support and dual damage dealer. They may not have enough damage. For LOL on the flip side, they don't have a healer, so they can definitely go for Uther. That said, some other options include stuff like Zagara, who teams don't normally play these days. Zagara, some other specialists involved. Yeah, even Kazoo in the third place match, the bronze match, did show us that a very viable and positive hero would be Gaslow. So that would be something that I would really enjoy. But nope, it's going to be Tassadar. Ooh, Tassadar. Interesting. Tassadar with that shield for an anti-burst. With Rhaegar for a burst heal. Wow. This just means that the dive composition against a potentially anti-dive composition. I don't know who's going to win this one. But Tassadar provides a lot more than just the shield. Tassadar also has got Oracle. And Oracle spots out enemies in the vicinity. Plus, Tassadar also has got Archon. It's going to be Lily for LOL. Wow. Picking out the Lily here. As compared to any other healer, they would prefer Lily as compared to Uther and everything else. This is a completely wild card. There are some forms of shield coming from Tyrael, but Lily is just not the best healer in this game. And we'll see exactly how LOL plans to play out this draft. That said, this whole lineup here looks very, very interesting on both fronts. You rarely see a Tassadar. You almost never see a Lily. But you see them both here in this game. Lily is, let's see, Lily has got substantial talents. Let's check in on Lily's talents. Well, generally, Lily doesn't give the best impressions, and maybe Lily is just going to go for some stuff like a Blinding Wind build. But even if it's going to be a Blinding Wind build, I don't think that VS has got any right-click damage dealers. They are mostly ability-based AP damage, so that's going to be tricky. All right, the map, Cursed Hollow. Cursed Hollow, very big map. Really love this a lot. I've got Mirror Golems, one of the most symmetrical map around, but not directly down the middle there. It's actually split kind of like left, right. Actually split up, down. So this is the main difference. And I think that this particular map has got a lot of good structure. And it's very, very nicely based. Lots of crooks and crannies. And yeah, you just have to get a tribute. Once you get those tributes, you have to get 3 of them. And then your forts will not attack. Your enemy's forts will not attack. The minions' health gets dropped all the way to 1. All right, so Cursed Hollow. Man, this kind of lineup. Exciting. Lily gets thrown into the action here today. And you also got very, very good lineup on the other side of the house as well. Rhaegar, Sylvanas, Johanna, Tassadar, and even the Feldstad. So I am going to be pretty pleased with this grand finals here, the first game at least. By the way, on the left side, we have Victoria's Secret. And on the right side, we have LOL. So Laugh Out Loud versus Victoria's Secret. Now let's get it on, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Finals Game 1. And we have on the blue team this time around LOL. Zaz playing as the Illidan. La La Land onto the Tiro. Kiro as the Lily. Androlite playing as Jaina Las Bananas. Lacera onto Anubarak. And on the red team, Victoria's Secret, we have Miss Finer playing as the Savannah Zappi onto the Joanna Foe, in fact, playing as the Rhaegar. Capricorn onto Felstead Las Bananas Ray on the Flying Carpet as the Tassadar. We got some very, very good synergy here on the red and blue teams respectively. Really hope to see how Lily's going to perform in today's games, or rather in this particular game. And we'll see how it's going to work out for them. So no introduction. They're all just going to go into the separate lanes. The minion's going to spawn. 5 men on the red team still dancing around while on the horses there in the mid lane. And they are all just really soaking this lane here. They got to push the lane out a little bit, wasting a lot of ammunition, in fact. And Ray is just really want to push this out really well. For the blue team, on the flip side of the bottom lane, you got Zaz getting a lot of harassment there. No sweeping strike just yet. And also, that is going to be a lot of a problem there for him. So that said, if you look in onto the talent build, you will see that it's going to be the same shield, double regeneration master, and timeless creature for Cloud Serpent. And that is also going to be deep shield, which increased the slow percentage from 25 to 35. Colossal Totem also increases the era of buying totem by 50%. It's held by 100%. That's really good for them. With the win, standard stuff, regeneration master, Psi Fusion for Psionic Storm for the early part of this game, just to spam a lot of that Psionic Storm as well, and Power Throw. So good stuff. Meanwhile, it's going to be a 3-man bottom lane push onto the towers here. Capricorn taking some beating there. We'll try and pull back. Ooh, should be alright. Lacera comes in. Nice stun. Ray also going to get impaled quickly. Androlite with a bit of that Cone of Cold. Some amount of that damage actually gone into Ray. But it should be alright. Now back to the top lane. Zappi, Kiro, both of them here. And no one's really winning this lane just yet. So far so good. If you look at the level EXP, both teams are at level 3. And very close in terms of EXP. The red team has got a slight advantage. I think it's primarily because of the fact that they rotated slightly earlier. That's about it. The Kiro gets reeled in by Condemn. Punish doesn't connect. And Zappi is going to be alright. Androlite taps the well. And Foe there at the bottom lane up against range Jaina. You don't want to play against a range Jaina. There's no way you can win this one. And Blizzard coming in quickly. Tribute spawning top half of this map right now. Level 4 both ways. Let's check it out. Immolation, Amplified Healing, Legion of Beetles, Mending Serpent, and then Venom. It seems like this is going to be a Cloud Serpent build for Lily. And a flyby by Capricorn. Just to try and push the lane out a little bit. Lacera there, not able to get the Tribute. A lot of build coming out. And back to the talents here. You've also got that Cloud Serpent Lily, and meanwhile, hold that top. Tessa does some troubles there. Maybe to pull back just in the nick of time. And Lacera also gets some heal from Kiro, and that's about it. But the build's just a little bit too irritating right now. This is not really a pure build for Anubarak. It's kind of like a hybrid between tank as well as the Beetle build. But yeah, you will see a fast side coming up from Rhaegar and Venom on Sylvanas. And you also will have Loss of Hope and Promote plus a Flow Rider. That's it. Engagement can happen already. The stun's going on a Capricorn. Barrel roll of cooldown is going to be alright. Now on cooldown. Sarah, Zaz jumping on the Foe. They're all just really struggling here onto this part of this tribute. Red team, again, is just pushing the bottom lane really well. Blue team, 4 of them still here. They're still buying a lot of time for Sylvanas. Shield Glare being used. Psionic Storm coming out. Zaz, they're virtually never able to get a tribute. Let's see what's going to happen now. Some stun coming. Kiro may just get it. The Shield Glare doesn't connect, unfortunately. And the tribute will go to the blue team. But the damage has been done. Mistfinder took down the fort. Great push by Sylvanas down south. And there's nothing Jaina could have done in that instance. Jaina is never going to win Sylvanas in a pushing match. But yeah, good job by VS. Great strategy there. So that's it. We have Lily at the top lane up against Zappy. Zappy should still be rotating lanes there, but no, I think staying at the top lane should still be alright. Now checking in on the second tribute. The spawn location going to be in the bottom half of this map, so they are going to have to travel. There's also the Lightning Serpent buff for Cloud Serpent even further. And they have more beetles coming out, some extra heals there. Battle Momentum and First Aid plus the Frostbitten that will help increase the damage bonus. So once again, Sylvanas split pushing the top lane, and red team just really buying some time. Nice shield glare, Psionic Storm coming out. They better rotate the skills properly if they really want to make this work. They also got the Earth Shield, Remorseless coming out for them, and hold that thought. Zappy now a little bit of trouble. Foe guarding behind. Kiro not able to get the tribute yet, and Zaz trying to pull back. Here comes the Psionic Storm as well, and Ray also going to pull back. Kiro gets the second tribute for the blue team. Sylvanas this time around not able to do anything except taking down both towers at the top lane and giving them a lot of advantage. They're level 9 already. So you get the Earth Shield, you get the Remorseless that basically allows next basic attack within 3 seconds to do additional damage. So Sylvanas, that's basically the follow-through version for that. The Conviction is also there as well. And you can see some Static Charge, which also marks the target. And basic attacks will consume Static Charge to do 24 extra damage. I think it increases over time as well. First Aid for Felstad. Illidan on the blue team. A very, very different player here. Zaz has got a very standard Illidan. Nothing special to say about. And the next trooper is going to spawn real soon. Level 10 on the red team. They all pick up the heroics very quickly. Ancestral Healing, Willing Arrow, Blessed Shield, Archon, Hinterland Blast. And here we go. Blue team's not going to contest this one. For sure. They are not even level 10 yet. They're going to soak until they get level 10. And the red team has got just a small window here to make these work. Zappy. Zappy going in. Condemn comes out, chasing after Jaina, boxes her out completely. Meanwhile, supply lines get stretched really thin here. And they're also not able to kill anyone. Almost level 10 for LOL. Nice stun on 2 by Lacera. Meanwhile, top lane, Zaz against Capricorn. Ability damage. Felstad's not going to get easy here for the kill. Coming out from Illidan. And on the blue team, we got Metamorphosis, a Judgment, a Locust Swarm, and a Bird Charge coming out, missing a little bit. Water Elemental as well for Jaina. Zaz. Oh, Zappy. Great punish coming out. Also the shield glare, but look at that. La La Land jumping quickly on Mistfinder. Mistfinder with the Haunter Waves will be able to run away. And on the flip side, also see Johanna going head-to-head against Andrew Light here. Ray, Capricorn, they're all in the vicinity. And a Blind coming out. Probably want to kill off the Water Element first. Zaz jumping in. La La Land coming in as well. And Zaz with the Metamorphosis, not able to connect much of anyone. Ray now getting healed quickly by the Ancestral Healing. Lacera still wants to go in more on Capricorn. Capricorn with the Hammerang coming back. Jaina goes down. They're getting healed down too quickly. And Kiro goes down. Hinterland Blast on 3. And also going to see Illidan go down. Tyrael gone as well. And that's it. 5-man wipe. VS. Capricorn doing the circus trick there, flying by to Beijing. One-way ticket. Gonna have to walk and take the bus back home. But yeah, 5 kills to none. What a team wipe by VS. LOL, nothing they could have done in a position there. They competed really hard. And I think that they are just in a very, very tricky position for that fight there. So the boss is gonna go down. Let's check out the replay to see what exactly happened there. Again, you can see Zash jumping in, committing a little bit too much. Kiro actually behind lines here. And Lacera also coming in. It's the slow that's really just too painful to deal with. And they really want to kill Capricorn. But Capricorn, I have to say, this barrel roll is just too good here. Barrel into the wit. And also the Hinterland Blast on 3. Raising off the Lily completely. And the 1000 Jugs is not even useful in that fight there. So that would be the main difference. That's it. Another tribute spawning here. Current Count is 2-2. To a side. Zappy wants to cheese this one up. Not going to get it. Wants to cheese again. Foe needs to man up to defend, but not going to be manly enough. And also going to see the Condemn coming to punish on 3. Starts going down already. Metamorphosis this time connecting on 3 as well. And Judgment from La La Land onto Ray. Ray dropping. He pops the extra runaway skill. Mistfinder going to get healed back up to full health. Foe now dropping as well. Zaz, 3-man collapsing down Illidan. Illidan's history. And also Kiro healing up quickly with 1,000 Jug. VS in a lot of trouble. Mistfinder goes down. 2-man down. Capricorn flying by with a nice barrel roll. But it seems like LOL once more. They go in. And there goes the stun. Not going to be now Zappy. Running back home. The gate gets locked them out. And they will be okay. At the very end. Tribute completely ignored. But 10 seconds before Sylvanas respawns here. And meanwhile, there's a lot of minions pushing the top lane. The boss is gone, but they will get the curse. Which means that the top is gonna get demolished quickly. There we go, one sweeping strike, everything's gone. It's a big fight to lose for VS. But really good focus from LOL. They zeroed in only on Illidan. They knew for sure they have to take down Illidan. And plus the fact that Tesla was the first one to be forced into a back position. Really tricky play there by LOL, but it worked for them. It worked really well. So Red team getting cursed. This is a bit of a problem for the blue team. They got the enemy cursed, but the enemy is still one level ahead, and they're not really pushing any lane just yet. So they have to win another team fight. That's the only way. The enemy also has got one extra talent. So if you look at the talent, it is going to be Healing Surge, Evasive Fire, Burning Rage, Shrink Ray, and Giant Killer. So with that said, this Sylvanas is going to have some increased movement speed. Very standard damage Sylvanas. This is not the unstable poison version. And yeah, okay. They're going to try and pull back again. Some blizzards coming down. They really cannot push much of anything. The Siege camp pushing the top lane separately, but the curse is gone. And they achieved almost nothing from the curse. VS, great defense on the mid lane once again. My curse subsides. And also have got that siege camp to try and defend the bottom lane and to push them out a little bit. So great job there. Yeah. And Capricorn rotating a little bit. 5 kills on the red, 2 kills on the blue. And LOL, although they had a very good fight, you need to be very careful here. The enemy is still ahead in terms of talent, in terms of level, but talent-wise still the same. And they go in, they want to try and level the playing field here. Lacera with Power Charge only on 1, doesn't get much of anything of Zappy. Connects on 3 there, Condemn, nicely done. And here you have also the Iron Skin, but Hinterland Blast going to connect as well, and a Willing Arrow. But Illidan nicely avoids it. Zaz now dropping very low, no Uther, Zaz goes down. And that's not going to be good. La La Land have to pull back. Shield Glare comes out, Kiro popping 1,000 Jugs here. 5-man pushing the mid lane Fort. Fort's going to go down really quickly. And they are also going to get level 16 real soon. Level 13 on LOL. They're still very far behind. A bit of a mistake there. Lacera went in a little bit too early. So this is where it's very important for them to play right. Want to make sure that they don't throw the game away. For VS here, they're still ahead. In terms of talent, they got 1 extra 1 right now. They have the Earth Graph's Totem, as well as the Blood for Blood. Holy Renewal, that's really going to have a lot. And La La Land comes in. Lacera looking for some stunts. Now going to get out Condemned, now going to pull them in. And Tiro jumps out of the circle for the boss. The boss roots 3 of them. What a boss it is. Zappy now looking for more. And it seems like no one's dead yet, but the boss really crazily just wrote 3 of the blue team in place. Illidan went all the way out of the grid there. And Jaina goes down. And Kiro now going to try and pull back good 3-man stun from Lacera. But too much mistakes already. Holy Renewal, 2nd strike coming in as well as the Hammer Time. Great team in a very good position right now. Lucky root from the boss. Holding them in place there. They could have just wiped the team, but the blue team was able to walk away from that with 3 men alive. So that's still not bad at the very end. And Capricorn snatching the sentry point at the top half of this map. Tribute spawning. This is going to be the Raid team's turn to curse. So again, it doesn't mean anything. Just because you got 3 tributes doesn't mean you win the game. What happens is that you gotta have to make sure you push right and push well. And that's what the blue team wasn't able to do, even though they got the tribute. Ray now getting the curse. Good job there. So now you can see that every single lane is pushing out really well. The blue team is gonna have to defend as much as possible. The red team's already at the core, already at the keep here. That means the minions will go down very easily. The second wave reaching as well. Great defense strategy here to pop the siege golem, siege cam at least. Level 17 against level 15. Blue team needs one more level. They may not get it in this next fight. This is going to be tricky. They need 16 for Blood for Blood. It's very important. They need 16 for 3 Blood for Blood and 1 potential Northern Exposure. So it's very important that the blue team gets 16 before the keep goes down. But on the red team side, they're not giving them that chance. They know they're level 18. They know they're ahead. And they will try and push down the keep as much as possible. The boss rooting Hero and the top half of this map, or rather on the top lane, all the way up north here. Zaz trying to clear off the Grave Golem, or rather the boss camp, the boss golem there. Red team clearing out both the keeps and the mid as well as bottom lane. Will pull back directly at level 18, but finally blue team is now level 16 against 19. 3 level difference, 3 Blood for Blood on the blue immediately coming out. Lily is gonna go for some extra kills. There's also Shrink Ray up, and it's gonna be the Hobo Cleanse that will help to remove all silent slows and stuns and polymorphs and increase movement speed of target by 3 seconds. That's really good for his teammates there. The Northern Exposure, no, it's actually not. It's Numbing Blast. Numbing Blast roots chill targets for 1 second. So yeah, I really hope that that this lineup works well for the blue team. They have been playing on the back foot. Every single keep is gone already. And the red team now doing whatever they can to seal in the deal. Oh god. This is not gonna be good. This is not gonna be good. Kiro gets caught out here. And then Blast Shield coming in. And the healer may just go down. Hit on the blast, doesn't connect. Nice side step, but Anubarak is history there. Kiro healed up perfectly. Anubarak unfortunately not the same. Tower goes down. They're looking to core maybe. 5 against 4. We'll see what happens here. A lot of mercenaries camp pushing. They don't have one guy. 30 seconds before Anubarak respawns. Zappy. Zappy needs a skin on that. Come on, Johanna's not looking sexy right now. Hero gonna try and pull back. Zappy, nice roll in on the Condemn again. And also gonna see Tiro jumping in quickly on the Feldstedt. But where is the burst? It's still not gonna happen just yet. Zaz now jumping in and pulling back out immediately. Zappy looking for Condemn again, doesn't connect on Kiro. Kiro's still gonna stay alive somehow. And that's it, Zaz now getting his Metamorphosis only on 2. And will now try and pull back. The Elfbind Totem gonna try and buy some time. And getting blinded again. And that said, here comes Lacera. Good 2-man stun. Looking for more. Impale. And it connects only on Capricorn. Baron rolls out. Zaz pulling back again onto the behind here. Zappy going in. 2-man Condemn. Now gonna try and pull back out. Maybe I've delved a little bit too deep. But the core down to 40%. Core still dropping. A lot of things being thrown at the causeway. You have to clear all the crypts there. And the catapult is being defended nicely by the red team. They don't know there's 2 catapult there. They need to be careful. Red team, all 5 of them protecting the catapult and throwing the last hammering. And it seems like they're gonna win the first game. Goes to Victoria's Secret. LOL, man. They had a bit of attraction going for them, but unfortunately they have been playing on the back foot ever since level 10. And I think it's generally because of the fact that you know, the red team had a lot of potential. They had a lot of space to get this extra level. They decided to give up 2 tributes, and it worked out really well for them. So yeah, that's the main factor for winning. The main win condition for them is to overlevel. And they only lost 1 major fight, in which they also nicely defended. So that's a pretty good pick on their part as well. All right, so good job there. First game done. We're now going to go for, we're going to prepare the replay first. Once we have the replay out, then we'll go for a short break. And then we will also go for what seems like a second game between LOL and VS. So replay, here we go. Last fight here. And this is where Anup is already dead, by the way. And that's it. Everyone is just trying to push the core. Zappy goes in. A lot of back and forth happening. And Tiro jumping onto Feldstedt. Capricorn trying to pull back again. And Kiro again. Kiro dropping. Nope, Kiro's okay. Zaz jumping in. Here comes the Metamorphosis. Not going to be enough. Kiro popping a 1000 Juck. And some heals coming out already. Some good heals. Lacera jumping in a little bit too late. But if you look at that, and all this while, the two catapults are throwing rocks at the core. So they're not able to kill the catapults because all 5 members are just defending the catapults there. And it still will be able to win them the game at the very end. So some blinding winds coming out. But really the catapult has been throwing rocks ever since 90%. It's now at 30 and they're still throwing. So that's where they've got a lot of trouble there. And yeah, they're busy dancing around, but virtually no attention to the 3 catapults that's right there. Also, do note that they played a little bit of a different strategy. You have Ray promoting the catapult, and promoting the catapult means that you have some very, very good position, some extra damage, some extra health there, and that really helped a lot for pushing down the core. So yeah, that's it. We are going for a break. We'll be back with the game real soon. Second game between LOL and VS. So hope you guys enjoy this cast and don't go anywhere. Some good polymorph onto Ray, but effectively the Phoenix is wasted. For at least the next 30 seconds.